Get your hands off my brother! Noelle yelled at the man who held her brother. The man turned at hearing her voice and dropped her brother to the floor. She ran to him to check to make sure her brother was okay. Once she saw that her brother was no worse for wear, she stood back up and hollered, "How dare you! Can you not see that he is sick?" She thought for a nobleman, he was not that bright. Alistair could not believe this child's gumption to attack a nobleman like him, but he did not fear him. He knew where he could send him. This new boy looked like a young child playing in the mud, and he did not have to put up with such nonsense in his home. "You clearly do not understand the kind of trouble you are in. You broke into my home and thought you could yell at me. Think again. I will have the both of you arrested for being here," he sternly told her. She did not care for what he said, nor did she fear any of it. But she had no time to say a word when another two men entered the house. Oliver came with the doctor and showed the doctor to the boy. The doctor went and took out his stuff from his medical bag and began to check the boy. Noelle watched as the doctor checked her over her brother. Oliver moved to his brother, this other child in the house. He wondered where this one came from. "I see you found a second boy," he asked. The boy who stood by his brother did not look like much, a very scrawny but taller boy. He would guess the boy was the sick boy's brother, but he was not much older. He felt bad for these two boys to be on their own at this time of year. If he had room, he would tell him to come stay with him, but he did not. "Yes, it seems my house is infested," Alistair uttered. The doctor stood up and had terrible news for the men. They would not like this, but it had to be done. "My lord, I fear that this boy may have influenza, which means I will have to quarantine this house," he told them as he moved away from the boy and took a bottle with liquid. He had to clean his tools and wash his hands with the liquid. He did not need to pass on what the boy had. He then took out some medicine for the boy and placed it on the floor. He wanted to stay away from those who could be infected. "I will leave and post an officer at the door. I will come back to check on the boy, and once cleared, you can return to what you want to. But for now, until I can clear everyone, you will all be in quarantine. If you need any supplies, the officer will send for them and give them to you," he explained, leaving them there. Alistair was angry. Of course this would happen to him. He would have to endure the stupid boys being there, and his brother's excessive chatter, not to mention not getting any of his work done, the reason he came here in the first place. "And this is what you get for being nice, brother," he ignoringly said. "Do not blame me because I was nice. Anyway, we are stuck now together for who knows how long. My wife will be upset about this, but it is what it is. Alistair, we will have to deal with it," he told his brother. He thought they could make this a good or bad situation, so he chose to see the good in it. "Right. And who will be taking care of things, huh? I have no maids, servants, or a chef. We are stuck here with no help whatsoever, and with two stupid children." Alistair was upset at the situation. He hated thinking he came here only to get sick and die. Not that he would allow that to happen. He had too much to do to enable some sick boy to ruin everything. Noelle did not need any help. She took the bottle with the medicine and opened it, and gave some to her brother. She saw that he needed rest, and the bickering in front of him was no help. She closed the medicine and moved away from her brother. "My brother needs rest. We can talk in another room," she told them. Oliver did agree that the boy needed rest. "I agree. We should move to another room," he said. They all moved out of the room, even with Alistair sighing. He did not like taking orders. He was the one who gave orders. He hated the situation. All that could come from this were problems that he could do without. Now, what will we be doing? Hello! If you liked what you heard, the full book is down in the description. Also, the author and her other books are also down in the description as well. I hope you enjoyed listening and have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.